let's start with like the pre-production side of things, because that's where, in my opinion, y'all keep me honest, in my opinion, that's where you either lose or win the success of the event.
1,000%.
And V, I'll like tee it up for you as well, because we talked about this on a previous episode about, people really putting their dollars into marketing. I feel like with events and activations as well, it can be, depending on like how much you have to work with, also plays a huge part in like what you're able to accomplish.
1,000%.
And so like where people are budgeting their money.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with me where we've done a lot with the little, and it just depends on what phase you're in, right? It's like if you're a new brand and you have this really dope concept, but you just don't have the budget to do an event because they are expensive. You just got to figure out, we're just creating an experience. Turn on some good music, have some pass bite, have a drink or two, and just get the right people in the space. Exactly. Good music, good food. People are going to vibe with the event. But to Brian's point, like pre-production is everything. It's like the famous quote, what is it? If you fail to plan, or if you fail to plan, you'll plan to fail. I mean, and I think that's something that we do really good on our end, is like, I don't take that lightly. We literally get into the nitty gritty of the event, and it's a lot of details because you have so many different layers, so many different vendors, and the details is literally what can make your event day go smooth. You're gonna have hiccups, that's just the nature of what we do, but when people show up, they know, okay, I go here, I do this, I come at this time, boom. I go here, I do this, I go at this time. When you have chaos, I think that is the most stressful, sickening feeling in the world, because a lot of times you're on a tight timeline. People running around everywhere. You have a hard...
Anyway.
You are. It's just...
You got on your track shoes.
It doesn't, literally, you are like on go mode, but there's something about that like adrenaline rush, almost like an athlete. Like the adrenaline rush, you just get into your zone, you get into your mode, and you get it done. But the pre-production is so important, and I think it starts with your kickoff. It starts with building the right team, who are, one of my favorite terms is like a zone of genius. What is your zone of genius? What do you do really good? You stick with that, you build that, you come to the table with that checklist, and we all come together and activate. And, there's checklists on checklists, templates on templates. We have our little systems that we build. And sometimes it's literally just an Excel doc with 15 tabs and a bunch of check boxes. And you just meet consistently, and we just go over the details 10 times if we have to make sure that day of, everybody knows exactly what to do and how to do it. I mean, you can't skip that process.
Yeah, you can't. And I'll give everyone kind of their flowers on this one. I feel like because of that pre-production piece, once we get on site, day of, week of, everyone knows exactly what they're supposed to do. And then everyone has the latitude to take control over the thing that they drive. Right? So if we say, all right, we're operating from this master shot list or master production list or whatever it may be, like Justin knows, hey, these are the things I need to capture. If something is not operating the way that it needs to, then he has the freedom and flexibility to make adjustments. Same with you. Like I noticed you've done that. You do it all the time. Kelsey, you've done it, especially when it comes to getting messaging out on digital and social or whatever it may be. You're like, oh, I'm not getting this from this person. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Boom, 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 boom.
Knock it out.
Right? And so you gotta have not only the framework and the plan that everyone can just kind of operate and flow from, but then everyone has to feel empowered to do what they do best.
100%.
I was gonna say, I also think it's top down, because if everybody was able to move in their lane, but you guys were constantly second guessing or constantly, are you sure? Or like if Justin did a setup and you were like, well, I think we should do it, like then it's like, what are we doing? Because then it's just like a bunch of micromanaging and people can't work within it. But I think it's twofold. Like I think it's you putting the right people in place, but then also allowing people to be like in their place, especially with events, because you're running on a short timeline. There's no time for a lot of back and forth. So I think that's big.